Hello, my beautiful Virgos, and welcome to your February 2019 reading. Dana here. The law of correspondence that we are going to focus on, the the hermetic law that we are going to focus on is the law of correspondence, which tells us that what's above, so beneath, and what's beneath, so above. It tells us that there is a correspondence between all three planes of existence, and that those are spiritual plane, mental plane, and material plane. We have to find a focus or to find a balance in order to focus our energy. And the chakra that we are going to focus on is the solar plexus chakra, which is determined by the verb to do. That means that in February you will be compelled to do, to act, to take actions in order to find the balance, the correspondence between the three planes of existence, to balance them. The card that is representative for your energy in February, dear Virgos, is this Ten of Wands here. The Ten of Wands, the Wands represent our spiritual creative side, and the Wands and Ten represents the end of a cycle. So, most of you, Virgos, have come to complete a spiritual cycle. I dare to say, for most of you, it's a 8 or 10 year cycle. Eight, because we have these two eights here, the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, and 10 because we have the Ten of Wands. It has been a rough couple of years, or for some of you it may be 2 years, 1 year, 3. It depends. It's not something that is nailed, no, to the ground. Okay. For any evolution regarding anything, um, every evolution comes with a price, okay? Nothing that evolves comes easily. And you can see in the picture that the person is bit. It's carrying the wands, but it's bit. Its energy is to the ground, and that's kind of how you feel. You feel drained, you feel overworked, you feel pressure, you kind of feel trapped, or um, because this evolution, these things that happened to you in the last years or year or couple of years, as I told you, have exhausted you. We have the Eight of Wands here, which shows us that it has been a very slow process for you guys. We have the King of Cups here, which tells us that you felt the need, you had tendencies of being cold-hearted, or you have hidden your emotions, or you have been superficial. For some people, you have been untrustworthy because you were going through a cycle of evolving yourself, and of course, you couldn't keep up with other people's problems because you had to carry your own crosses, as we may say here. It's not one, there are 10. You had to carry your own ones to complete this circle. And this Eight of Pentacles here tells us that you may have been wasteful with your resources, or that you didn't enjoy working, or that you have been lazy, or that you have been trying to skip work, or something like that. Some of you guys, not all of you, because I know that Virgos are very analytical and very organized people. Most of the people that are in charge of businesses are Virgos because they are very good at organizing. It's not for all of you guys. the laziness part, but it is the wasting of resources maybe, or not wanting to work. It's a difference between not working and not wanting to do that. Maybe you don't want to do that, but you still do it although you don't want to. And that is the case in most of you guys' lives. Um, we also have this Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands tells us that you have been full of prejudice, that you have been aggressive, hateful. It's all a part of this cycle of evolution because you have been through thick and thin in order to prove yourself, in order to step up the ladder, in order to build your connection with the divinity, in order to be able to uh, come here to the Wheel of Fortune, which is a bottom of the deck card. We're going to get to this. I got to it earlier because that's what is in store for your future, guys. The Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Swords here tells me that some of you have come up with petty arguments in order to sustain your heartlessness or your prejudice or your aggressiveness or your hatefulness. You have you feel and you felt alone, sad, betrayed. This is what the Five of Swords reversed gives us. And the Hermit here, which also is reversed. This is a Virgo energy, it's your energy, and being reversed, it tells us that you are feeling isolated. As I told you, you are feeling alone, sad, betrayed. The Five of Swords tells us that you had petty arguments, you seeked attention, you had childlike attitude. Sometimes, not all the time, but maybe with your spouse, maybe with your close family, not in general. But this is the energy that you have had in the last past years. This is the energy. Eliminating these two cards, this is the energy. Slow, cold-hearted, hiding emotions, superficial, untrustworthy, lazy, for some, wasting resources, not wanting to work. Um, this Knight of Wands, full of prejudice, aggressive, hateful, childlike behavior, petty arguments. And all of this brought you to this hermit, feeling isolated, alone, sad, and betrayed. You must understand that we have to find a balance. This is your lesson for February: correspondence and action. Okay? Correspondence, find balance between spiritual, material, and um, mental state. Most of you guys who are watching are parents and have children. From my experience, from the Virgos I know in my life and I have known throughout my life, you tend to consider that if you invest material, you invest money in your child or in your spouse, that you've done your job, there's nothing to do, you don't need to show affection or something like that. You shown your affection through the money that you have given them or through the presents that you have given them, because you have worked very hard, you have worked the entire month to get the money to give them their presents, and you do your sacrifice. That's the way you show your affection. But you have to understand that children don't want your money, don't need your money. They need your attention, okay? They need a connection with you and your spouse and your brother, sister, mother, whatever. Um, don't give out so much. Keep the money for yourself. Buy yourself some things, but don't be like this. You have to give up prejudice, aggressiveness, hatefulness. You have to give up cold-heartedness, hiding emotions, superficialness, because that's why people run away from you, and that's why some of you guys, I repeat myself, it's not for everybody because there are millions of Virgos, and of course, it's not a case for everybody. It's just the case for the people that have the strongest energy, and that I and those whose energy I could reach. It's not for everybody, but it's okay because I know you'll find your balance, and I am assured by this page of pentacles here, which represents pleasure in learning, freedom, devoted, being devoted, being friendly, tender, talented. Your qualities as Virgo will come out, and you will show them and impart the world with them. And this three of pentacles here represents unity, represents happiness in family, represents um, satisfaction, represents that tells me that maybe some of you will redecorate your house, you do something with your family. It's about family and love and care and support. And also we have the wheel of fortune here, which assures us that you will come into your luck. And as I told you in a previous clips, Uranus will come into Taurus in March, and that will change the game for everybody, because whenever Uranus comes into Taurus, there have been financial revolutions or industrial revolutions or uh, in any case, the world there was a worldwide evolution, and you either you want to accept it or not, you will be in that evolution. And people who don't want to change, of course, will get left behind. That's the rule. It always has been. Um, so, in conclusion, find the balance between material, spiritual, and mental state, mental planes. You have to find a balance in order to live a good life. So thank you very much, Virgos, for bearing with me till the end. Of course, feel free to comment, like, share. If you found yourself that in this reading or not, please do express your opinion. Of course, if you want to support this channel, if you like me, please do push the subscribe button in order to get notifications of every time I post. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll talk again next month. Goodbye.